CM Punk, LA Knight, Jey Uso, Seth Rollins absolutely implode. Roman Reigns turns Monday Night Raw into his playground. The confrontation happened between Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch. Roxanne Perez is going to be on the show. It's the last Monday Night Raw before Clash in Paris. Let's recap it. It's a WWE and Fanatics original production. Megan Morant, where do we begin?
We got a lot to talk about.
That's exactly what you said to me as Raw was kind of going off the air. We have a lot to talk about.
I mean, it was all just sort of hitting me as Jey Uso's music hits. We see LA Knight in the ring. CM Punk's music hits. Seth Rollins is out there. And I'm thinking all of this and the Tribal Chief was on the show tonight?
Right, and because as you're going like, well, why isn't Big Bronson Reed out there to help Braun Breaker and Seth Rollins? Oh, that's right. He had a Superman punch served up to him UK style backstage before this match between Braun Breaker and LA Knight. And I love when you get this, right? When you get a faction of three superstars and add into that a fatal four-way match for the championship and add into that elements from the faction members that aren't in the fatal four-way. And you have this kind of this pressure cooker, this story that involves all these people, but in reality, it's all these different stories layered throughout all over the place.
Yeah, I think if you would have told us a couple weeks ago that there was going to be a fatal four-way match for the World Heavyweight Championship, all of us would have said, well, obviously Roman Reigns is going to be in that match.
But that was when he had all his shoes.
That's correct.
You
no
know?
shoes anymore.
And so since you brought it up, let's start with Roman. I wouldn't have. I never would.
Oh.
Not me.
Well,
me
you
and
know
Roman
what?
Reigns.
You're welcome.
If you really want to talk about Roman Reigns, fine. I'll talk about Roman Reigns.
Please, Sam.
No.
This once.
All right. I'll do it. Yeah, I mean, look, Roman comes out and I thought his promo tonight to start Raw was it's always impactful, and part of the reason it's impactful is because even with Roman now back for a handful of Monday Night Raws, the last couple, he's just been a surprise at the very end of the show. There's just some physicality, and it's more his presence was felt.
Yeah, we haven't seen an extended promo by Roman Reigns on the mic in months.
Yeah. Well, weeks. I mean, maybe a month.
Yeah.
Right, coming right off SummerSlam.
It's been a while.
Right, I think. Unless it was
We
before
haven't heard
SummerSlam,
from
maybe.
him
Maybe it was
since he
before
lost
SummerSlam.
his shoes.
We have not heard from him since he lost his shoes, because I would remember if we had heard from him since he lost his shoes. But he comes out, and of course, I mean, these kids, and they throw this word aura around. But you don't understand aura unless you've witnessed the Tribal Chief. You don't understand what aura is until you've seen Roman Reigns.
I wish you were wrong, but you're 100% right.
I know, right? Don't you wish this was more like Robert's hyperbole? But it really isn't. It really is true. When they just first of all, the fact that there's nobody, they're already singing Roman Reigns, except with a British accent, as his music hasn't stopped. So they're not singing his music, they're singing their hooligan chants for Roman. Everybody else, you at least wait until the music stops so you can own it, but they couldn't. It was still like we want to chant this too badly. And Roman just stands there. He stands there in the entryway, just taking it all in. And then he gets in the ring and he stands there in the middle of Birmingham, England, just taking it all in and letting them all sing his name and letting them all do their chants and just accepting all of it.
Never has taking it in looked so cool.
And never has it looked so cool. Or the fact that it's almost like this delayed gratification where he spent 3.5 years as world champion. And he's a villain. Mm-hmm. He's a bad guy. Fans are booing him, right? And even when they are cheering him, it wasn't about the fans. It was about him. Now he can finally accept this adulation, and he's into it, man. And he's like, yeah, this is what it's all about. But I think that first of all, believe it or not, I got super excited when he said, "I have big plans for the rest of this year and next year." Because what do we always talk about? The fact that Roman Reigns isn't there.
Yeah, I mean, I was even listening to Cody Rhodes' podcast this week, and he and Becky were talking about bus drivers winning Driver of the Year.
I didn't even know that was an award.
Yeah, it is, and Roman's driver won it, and both of them were saying he doesn't even work.
Yeah, but he's probably really good at driving. I don't think Roman's going to have a guy. Here's the thing about Roman Reigns. He only has the best around him. So you've got, it's not, and like, it's not the most miles driven award. I would think that it's like these awards, like when Oscar season comes around and somebody gets best actor, they're not going like, well, I was in more scenes in my movie than he was in his movie. If you're Daniel Day-Lewis, but you just got in one scene, but you wrecked it. I mean, tore the house down in that one scene. I don't care if you're, Paul Giamatti, who's also excellent, but in every single scene, not quite Daniel Day-Lewis.
But I mean, if we're talking about driving, I think that's a bit of a different situation because we all drive every day. And listen, if I'm in a rush, maybe I'm not going to a complete stop at the stop sign.
Are you serious?
So listen, I
can't
just
believe
think,
that.
but if I'm not driving as often, I'm probably better at it. Less room for error.
I think that if you're driving the tribal chief, you're probably better at it because you realize you have precious cargo.
And what? Cody and Becky are just...
It's the tribal chief. It's Roman Reigns, after all. It's like driving around, like, when you have groceries, you have to drive a little slowly because you don't want the eggs to get knocked off the seat. That times a million because it's Roman Reigns. It's your best driving ever. But regardless, drivers are no
Congrats
drivers.
to Roman's driver.
Congrats to Roman.
Happy for him.
And he deserves it.
I don't know about that, but congrats to him.
I love that you're such a Becky stan.
We can save that for later in the show.
You're like, you know who doesn't get enough credit? Becky's driver.
Well, listen, you're talking about Roman doesn't work. I'm just saying, if Roman's not working, his driver's getting
No, you're right. You're
days
right.
off too.
You're right. But we're getting from the control room. He's the OBD, the original bus driver, and the only bus driver. Acknowledge him. Okay, we're about to get into a podcast war on our own podcast network.
It is.
Because I'm going hard for Roman's driver. And I'm going to be 100% honest. I've never been driven anywhere by Becky's driver or Cody's driver or Roman's driver. You know who drives me to the shows? Me. But I'm telling you, I got to get Roman's drivers back on this one.
Driver of the year.
For me, that's where I land. But Roman's saying he's got a lot to do for the rest of this year and a lot to do next year.
Driver's going to be busy.
All of a sudden, we're putting miles on this bus.
Right.
Right? Where you're starting to get like, oh, we might have some things to do. And the fact, too, that Roman also brings up that there will come a time for him to get the world title back. Mm-hmm. That is in the future. That is what he's going towards. But right now, he's got this. The fact that there is a goal. And there are obstacles in front of that goal, and he plans on taking care of the obstacles and then going for the goal, leads me to believe again that this is the most optimistic that I've been about having more Roman than I've been in a long time. Look, I mean, towards the end of his reign as champion, it was almost like I've done it all. Until somebody can beat me, then somebody beat him. And it took a good year for Roman to be like, who am I? Who am I without this title? And on Raw tonight, he acknowledges Cody was right. I got no bloodline. I got no wise man. I got no title. It all got taken away from me. He said, Seth was the one that did it, but Cody was right in his prediction.
And it was interesting because I think Paul Heyman comes out then and he points out that, you're standing there alone. And yes, he is alone, but I think he's not because the entire audience starts chanting for him. And that brought me back to, Sam, you were there in attendance. The Royal Rumble where it was dangerous to wear a Roman Reigns t-shirt.
I went with a friend and I told her, zip your hoodie up. Hide that Roman Reigns t-shirt. We're in Philadelphia and I want to leave here in one piece. I mean, even The Rock wasn't enough to get the fans to cheer for Roman Reigns. And it's different now. He is that guy. The inevitable has happened.
Yeah, and it was that moment where it's like Heyman saying, look, you have nothing. And the entire crowd is like, no, he has us.
Now, what did you make of this? What did you make of Paul Heyman saying, I love you? Looking at Roman Reigns and saying, I love you, I care about you, and I miss you, and you need tough love beaten into you. And I can't do that, but I'm going to have Bronson Reed do that. There were a couple of looks from Bronson where he was like, he's our enemy, dude. What are you talking about? Like, and then he was like, oh, okay, I guess I see what you're saying. But do you think that do you think there's any buyer's remorse in Paul Heyman when he sees Roman Reigns and goes, that's the boat that I used to be anchored onto?
We talked about this, 3 weeks ago on the show now?
Yeah.
There was buyer's remorse then in Paul Heyman's voice.
And he's still doing it.
Exactly. And he's not trying to hide it, which is the weird thing. Like, listen, when he says, I still love you, Roman Reigns, I get it because you look at Roman and you go, how could he not, right?
How could one not?
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But if I'm Seth Rollins, if I'm Bronson Reed, if I'm Braun Breaker,
like,
I don't
chill, bro.
like hearing my oracle.
Your adorable oracle?
My adorable oracle. I don't like hearing my adorable oracle telling the OTC that he loves him and misses him.
Yeah, I'd be like, you got to chill with that love stuff, dude. Like, you really got to chill with that because it comes across weird.
Respect? I respect you. Okay.
Okay.
Love?
I mean, but is it Heyman doing his Heyman thing again, possibly as well?
Mind games?
You know?
Of course.
He's always got tricks. And he doesn't make moves willy-nilly, does Paul Heyman.
Everything is calculated.
Yes. Now, it just depends on whether he's calculating properly or not. Now,
Just when you think he slips up and says, the late great.
right, you realize, he did it on purpose. He's a mean guy. But, yeah, Roman responding to him like he was Tony Hinchcliffe at a roast, going, hey, dumbass, you're going to have to kiss my ass because I'm going to kick his ass.
I love the way how Roman Reigns calls him dumbass. It doesn't get old and it never will get old.
And it's such like a childish insult, but for some reason Roman, just the way he, like, especially after Heyman, like, I think that this might be part of the sort of mind game going on where Heyman is like trying to keep the value that Roman once placed on Paul Heyman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing this without my wise man. It's a package deal. Like, every story you ever heard about Roman Reigns was that the Roman Reigns-Heyman relationship was not simply an on-screen relationship. It was his life. And the idea that, like, Heyman on one end is trying to be reflective of that relationship and give it this weight, potentially, so that, like, Roman is still lost. And Roman is just, like, discarding him. Hey, dumbass. It's what your gym teacher called you in 1978. You know what I mean? It's like just the most, like, dismissive. I'm not giving you any. What did you even just say? Like, to like pour your soul out to somebody and go like, "What'd you say, dumbass?" Never mind then. You know?
It really is perfect because Paul trying to pull out the heartstrings.
Yeah.
Bringing up the past.
Yeah.
And Roman discards it.
Just discarding him, which is Roman has always been so good at using that feature that he's built in with. That no matter how big I present myself as, I can just discard you. Like, I'm better than you, right? And the way he used to look at the audience, where he's like, I don't care what you guys say about me. This isn't about you. I'm the one in charge of this thing. Now he looks at Heyman that way. I was the one employing you. What? Me? It's so good. So then we get the physicality, and for a moment, Roman, I was a little worried because he had upgraded his footwear since the 2 times that Bronson had taken the shoes from his feet.
Well, I have a question. Did you know that Bronson was Samoan?
No, and there's a difference between American Samoan and Australian Samoan.
I didn't know any of this.
And I did. Well, I think that Bronson was born in Australia, but I believe his heritage is Australian Samoan. So. And I guess I never. He's not part of the Samoan bloodline.
He's not Oos.
He might be Oos, but like a lot of us are Oos.
Are you Oos?
I've been told as much. I can't claim it, but I have been told as much by some very high-ranking members of the bloodline. They've Oosed me. All I'm saying is that.
Are you more Samoan than Bronson Reed?
American Samoan? I'm definitely not more Australian Samoan.
But you might be more American Samoan.
Maybe Oos. I don't know. I would never make the claim. I would never make the claim because he almost stole my shoes the last time I saw him, and I'd prefer you not get me in trouble. My mom saw the podcast, and she said, I swear to you, Sammy, if you lose one more pair of sneakers to one of the big kids, I don't know what I'm going to do with you.
That's a really big kid.
That's what she said, and he is one of the big kids.
Yeah.
So no. Bronson is more everything than me as far as I'm concerned.
Good answer.
Yeah, I think so. That's a safe bet. But we see the physicality, and Roman's upped his shoe game, and Bronson goes for him. And I go, he's not going to take a third pair. He's already got a T-shirt. A T-shirt. By the way, you know you can get that on WWE Shop?
You can?
WWE Shop and Fanatics. If you have the audacity to wear a shirt for the Tribal Thief commemorating when those shoes were stolen, it is on WWE Shop. Both Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed have new shirts out right now on WWE Shop and Fanatics. I'm talking Fear the Spear, and I'm talking Tribal Thief, featuring the stolen shoes. You know, you're not getting Roman shoes, but you can get a T-shirt, and it'll look like you got Roman shoes around your neck. And that's about as close as most of us will ever get. I might just get it because, you know, as much as I want Roman to keep his shoes on his feet, just the fact that much sneaker culture has been infused into WWE programming, it's a moment. And I'd like to commemorate that moment. You can also get, you know, speaking of this fatal four-way that is wrapped up into all this, your own WWE Championship title on WWE Shop. Right now, the current World Heavyweight Championship, the Retro Classics, you can get the John Cena Spinner. You can get the Winged Eagle. That's my favorite. That's my era from growing up. You can own a piece of WWE history is what it is. Those are all available on WWE Shop and Fanatics. We're going to get right back to it, but you know as well as I do that the internet can be a wild, wild place, and we need to make sure that we are protected. That is where Surfshark VPN comes in such handy. Yeah, Surfshark VPN. See, a VPN is going to mask your IP address by changing your virtual location, and it really does allow you to feel completely protected online. You're not going to have anybody following you. You're not going to have anybody tracing your movements, be able to pin down exactly where you are and what you're doing. It's also going to allow you to unlock a whole world of otherwise censored content. Who knows why these things are geo-blocked? With Surfshark VPN, you just change your location and boom, you're in. How about all those public Wi-Fi dangers, all those alerts that pop up letting you know that Wi-Fi is not secure? There's a reason for that. It goes away once you mask your IP address with Surfshark VPN. Plus, with Surfshark, they offer it on unlimited devices, which means every device in your household can be protected. If you got people in your house, kids, whatever, who knows what they're getting into? Protect yourself with Surfshark. You can also use Surfshark Search. Yeah, it's an innovative tool that lets you browse the web without being tracked or bombarded by ads. All those weird pop-ups that show up looking exactly like what you just looked at on the internet a minute ago. No, never again. This is what we're offering you. A risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee with Surfshark. You can secure your privacy with Surfshark right now. Go to surfshark.com/raw recap, and you can get 4 extra months of Surfshark. That's surfshark.com/raw recap, or use code raw recap at checkout to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. So he doesn't get the Roman Reigns shoes because he went for him early. Now he's getting greedy for shoes, is this Bronson Reed. If we could break this down, and I saw, like, Roman hadn't been beaten to the point where he's going to get his shoes stolen. And then, you know, what's he got to do? He's got his foot in his hand. Roman starts kicking him. Come on, bro. He got like a little ahead of himself, tried to go for a tsunami, slowed down. A couple security guards caught a headbutt, an Australian Samoan headbutt, which is still just as, I mean, Samoan headbutts are as brutal as it gets.
Yeah.
American or Australian. But it's just enough delay for Roman Reigns to deliver that Superman punch, knocking him right off the top rope. It was great. Awesome back and forth all the way to the back. And it's what, I mean, Roman had a presence all night. It was almost like for the first time, I mean, literally since WrestleMania 40, when he lost the title in a year and a half now, for the first time, it felt like Roman, not only in the words that he said to the audience, when he said, "I'm not the guy that I used to be." He said that. Mm-hmm. And the audience said, "You still are," but he's not.
No, he's very different.
And he said that. It was almost like also in his actions. I thought his actions on the show reflected that same sentiment in the fact that, like, he realized that he's not just the top guy.
No, and I think that came out during his promo too when he was talking about Jey Uso. And he's like, anybody who's saying that Jey Uso doesn't belong in this fatal 4-way matchup, what are you talking about? I mean,
He got the win at SummerSlam.
that's right.
And I mean, Roman took the bullet for him to get the win at SummerSlam.
Yep.
Because Roman was like, this is how the team wins. But I think the idea that Roman going like, there was a long time where he's like, well, I don't even have to do anything. I'm just the top guy.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I actually interviewed him at Royal Rumble weekend as part of a 2K event. And, like, it was fascinating.
This past Royal Rumble weekend.
Yeah, January.
Okay.
Back in January at the beginning of the year. And it was fascinating when Paul Heyman was still by his side. And it was fascinating to hear him talk about, like, how he operates and the fact that, like, he studies CEOs and huge business people. And those people put systems in place. And he said he just applied that to professional wrestling.
Wow.
Putting systems in place
Yeah.
so that everything takes care of itself. So he can step back and the systems are in place. It felt like tonight on Raw, he realized that those systems aren't in place anymore. That, like, whether it's in a good way, that Jey Uso is a bona fide singles main event guy with or without Roman Reigns, or in a bad way, that there are people actively taking everything from him down to his wardrobe.
Mm-hmm.
That it's like, oh, I need to fight. Like, I can't just rely on the systems that keep me as the top guy in the company. I need to fight. I need to be active. And so we see him throughout the show. He's not doing his segment and going home. He's there throughout the show in the build up to the end of the night. He's with Jey Uso, and he's reminding him, like, look, bro. And he said too, it wasn't the old Roman that was giving orders. It wasn't the old Roman that was like, here's what you have to do, and if you don't listen to me, I'm going to take it as a personal betrayal, and I'm going to ruin your life. Because that's what the old Roman did. If you don't, here's what you need to do. And if you don't, I'm going to ruin your life. This was like, hey, you want my advice? Here's my advice. And he was telling Jey, it's not about, you know, making sure you or one of your friends gets the world title. It's about making sure we have it in our family.
Which is displaying how much Roman has changed.
Right. Right.
Now his driver's sitting in the parking lot like, man, I got to wait here the whole show?
Yeah, I mean, he's earning money because he never had to wait before.
Never had
It was
to.
in and out.
He's like, I'm telling you, this guy, Roman Reigns, different.
Right.
My life, different.
Roman said, I'm going to be in there. He's like, all right, meter's on. Just so you know, meter stays on.
It's running.
Yeah.
I'm on the clock.
I'm on the clock, but if you need to take care of business, he's like, it's worth the investment. And then, at the end of the night, as we're seeing before this build up to the main event of LA Knight and Braun Breaker, what happens back there? Roman Reigns shows up.
He's fighting.
And he's like, you know, I don't have to, but let me just punch. He already Superman punched Bronson Reed tonight. He already did it once. He's like, let me punish him. Let me humiliate him. I'm going to punch him in the face again just because I'm still here.
I did it once, but he took my shoes once and then took another pair. So
Right.
I'm going to make sure
I
he
keep
gets
punching
it
him in the
twice.
face.
Yes.
Right. It's like I'm going to punch you in the face and you need to go home. Because if you don't go home, I'm going to keep punching you in the face until you go home. And Bronson Reed didn't go home. So Roman Reigns punched him in the face again. And I think that there is this thing where, like, somebody like Bronson Reed is going, well, look, as long as I don't have to deal with Roman when he's in my face, he's not going to be anywhere near here. Mm-hmm. And Roman's like, okay, I see that that's the psychology now. I see that that's the game plan. I need to switch up the game plan. And I think that that's what he did. And I loved every bit of it. We get in from there. Did you notice that change too? Like the fact that like Roman was so omnipresent?
Yeah, and it sounds weird to say that Bronson Reed had the momentum heading into this match.
I mean, he had all those.
Not weird to say because he stole 2 of Roman Reigns' shoes.
Nobody's ever been that disrespectful to Roman Reigns.
That's correct.
Right? As much fun as we're having with the shoes, he's insulting. Like being like directly like insulting to Roman Reigns. And there's a lot of momentum that goes along with getting away with doing that multiple times.
I mean, we're just mere days away from Clash in Paris. Roman had to do this to Bronson Reed heading into their match.
That's right. That's right. And then we get to the main event where we see throughout the night, you know, LA Knight did his promo where he's talking about how he had to learn from what was going on with CM Punk. And I've got to say, I find it almost naive that at first LA Knight was like not taking it personally. I've like every strategy that I've ever seen LA Knight with. Every time this character speaks, I go, he's completely out for himself. You could call him a babyface or a heel, whatever, but it's always like, no, nah. I'm just here for myself, right?
It's true.
And so to hear him go, wrong place, wrong time, but let's not make it personal, Punk. It's like, since when? Why are you choosing
always
now?
Personal.
Right. The world heavyweight title's on the line, and now it's not personal?
I feel like that's been LA Knight's entire story, right? Is he's overcome the odds. He's gotten the audience to like him despite everybody telling him he couldn't, right?
That's except the audience.
That's right.
Because the audience, everybody's saying
LA Knight. Yeah.
that's right. That's 100% correct.
But I did want to ask you last week, this came up to me. I mean, we have some questions answered after tonight's episode of Raw. But last week I kept wondering, is CM Punk more interested in getting revenge on Seth Rollins? Or is CM Punk more interested in winning the World Heavyweight title? Because we saw him approach LA Knight and we saw him approach Jey Uso and sort of present the idea of, hey guys, maybe we should work together. Which is interesting heading into a fatal four-way. I'm not saying it's dumb because the champion doesn't need to be pinned.
Which is why work together? Just pin someone else.
That's right.
So it's like, why are you all like, everybody's got a singular goal.
But then it's like, is it because he has issues with Seth Rollins?
Right. Is he trying to be the champion, or is he trying to make sure Seth isn't the champion?
That's what I was wondering.
Those are two separate goals. I think it's a great question. I think it's one that we could go back and forth with for a while. In my mind, I don't think CM Punk has personal animosity with Seth the way Seth has personal animosity with CM Punk.
That's a good way to put it.
I think that Seth has been obsessed with destroying CM Punk. Seth was vocal about not wanting CM Punk in the WWE publicly in interviews before CM Punk came back. Seth was very public about his feelings about CM Punk coming back to WWE. From the time he stepped foot in the All-State Arena at Survivor Series, Seth Rollins made it clear that he wanted to ruin CM Punk. He hated CM Punk. And that's been Seth's story, but I don't think Punk's ever had those feelings about Seth Rollins. And I get it. You could say, but Seth's the one that ruined Punk's night.
That's right.
At SummerSlam. And that's 100% right. And he also blew it for Punk by costing him Heyman when Punk finally got the main event at WrestleMania at 41. But I think if you follow the story that Punk's been telling us, that ultimately CM Punk wants to do things that he never got to do before. CM Punk wants to win the World Heavyweight title because who would have thought CM Punk would be WWE, a WWE champion again?
Nobody.
I can see it's making you cry. You're choked up just thinking about it.
Yes, that's why I'm crying. Not because I have a cough or...
No, you're
something in
choked
my
up
throat.
thinking about
It's
the
just-
story of CM Punk.
Listen, we
You're
went to the same high school.
allergic
It's
to
emotional
greatness.
for me.
Yeah.
It's very emotional.
I get it. I'm going to EpiPen you because you can't believe it. But no, I think that this is 1,000% about CM Punk winning the World Heavyweight title when nobody said that he could. I think Seth is
tonight his
speed bump.
actions sort of supported that.
That's right. That's right. I think that the Drew McIntyre rivalry was a personal one, and I think it's going to take a lot to get CM Punk sucked into something like that again.
He's not going to get easily distracted from the title, from the mission.
I know, yeah, from the mission at hand, I don't think so.
Because his goal is coming back, main event WrestleMania,
Right.
win a World Heavyweight title.
Right. Now, which is why things exploded with LA Knight and CM Punk. Like, I thought it was so interesting, right? LA Knight being perceptive of the fact that, like, CM Punk is willing to work with LA Knight, but really doesn't care what happens to LA Knight, which, is obvious to everybody. I'm glad that LA Knight has figured that out before Clash in Paris. But what I don't think people saw coming was Jey Uso going, appreciate the advice, Us, and clearing the ring tonight.
I did not see that coming at all.
And first, like, LA Knight gets pushed into Jey Uso. There's physical contact there. Jey Uso super kicks LA Knight. Cool. Got it. But then Jey Uso super kicks CM Punk. And I'm sitting there going, Jey Uso and CM Punk have publicly been friends for a long time. Who cares?
He took his cousin's advice.
Show friends or show business. It's a World Heavyweight Championship match. It's on the line. we'll be friends tomorrow. We'll be friends on Monday in Paris, not before Sunday in Paris.
And to me, this is really showing that this is so much more than a feel-good story for Jey Uso. The first time he becomes World Heavyweight Champion, we have this moment at WrestleMania. Everybody's on their feet. Everybody's eating. Jay's coming off of winning the Royal Rumble. It was the feel-good moment. It was the happy ending. And what Jay did tonight showed me a totally different side of him. This is no longer about, hey, this happy moment. This is about becoming a world champion again.
And the idea that you have to silence people, you have to show people. It goes back to Roman, like having to put action to word. Like Jey Uso, it's not enough to be like, hey man, I won the world title and I tapped out Gunther at WrestleMania, pat myself on the back, I'm going to call it a career and ride into the sunset. It's like, no, like winning that world title at WrestleMania, even though you've lost it since, means the bigger picture is that you are now a main event person. So stake your claim. And that's, I think, what he did, is he staked his claim, because the fact of the matter is, people weren't talking about Jey Uso going into this match. They weren't. They were talking about Seth, and they were talking about, Punk, and then Punk's rivalry with LA Knight. But it's like, oh yeah, and Jey Uso's in there too. That'll be fun. Now, it's added a whole new wrinkle to the story, where it's like, oh, and Jey Uso is a serious contender in here who's not really wrapped up in a rivalry with this one or a rivalry with that one or whatever it is. It's Jey Uso now has a clear desire to be the World Heavyweight Champion again.
I love it.
It's so good. It's so good. Well, lots of championship aspirations from a lot of people. We've been talking a lot about Roxanne Perez lately.
I have.
I have too. We've said different things. However, she had a night tonight. She had her match with Rhea Ripley.
She did.
The question was, if she beat Rhea Ripley by hook or crook on Monday Night Raw, that puts Io and Rhea in her column of people she's defeated. They're not both in there because she didn't defeat Rhea Ripley, but hardly a consolation prize, maybe even better. She's our guest on Raw Recap tonight. Can you believe that?
Let's go.
Yes. Fresh off a battle with Rhea Ripley in Birmingham, Roxanne Perez is here. Roxanne, not the greatest night in the world, not the result, not the ending that you were, I would imagine, looking for, but thank you for being here with us.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. I'm gracing you with my presence.
Yeah, no, we feel very lucky. We know, that, I mean, look, this is the thing about this world of professional wrestling. Sometimes it goes the way you want to, sometimes it does not. But the thing about you is that I feel like whether people think they know whether you're going to win these matches or not completely changed a couple of weeks ago when you pinned Io Sky. Not a lot of people have done that. You did that, and I think it did change the conversation. I know it changed the conversation between Megan and myself when you walked
Megan
in.
Is so smart over here.
Thank you so much, Roxanne.
Smart.
I'm always trying to make sure you're acknowledged. Sam here, on the other hand, was trying to point out that the Kabuki Warriors were involved, but I think you overcame the numbers game.
I saw.
You saw-
Mr. Team Ripley over here.
But no, all I try to do is just call it like I see it, when it's going, however it's going. And you did get a pin over Io Sky. You did not get one over Rhea Ripley. Is that an accomplishment that you look at as something that you would like to do? Commentary pointed out that you've never beaten Rhea Ripley. Do you look at people like that, or are you a checks and championships type of person?
Checks and championships, baby.
That's it.
It doesn't matter if I beat Rhea Ripley or not because I beat Io Sky, and she's a former women's world champion.
There it is.
Where do you think, as far as that women's world championship sits right now? We saw Adam Pearce. He tells Stephanie Vaquer that she won't have her match at Clash in Paris, but she will have a championship match for the women's world championship that's now, it's vacated right now. Do you think that have you been asked? Do you think you should be the one in that match with Stephanie?
I think anyone in the Judgment Day should be in that match with Stephanie because I think the only people that deserve any championships, for that matter, is the Judgment Day. So yeah, sure, throw me in. Throw Raquel in. As long as it's in Judgment Day, that's all that matters.
I wanted to ask you about your relationship with Raquel and your relationship with the Judgment Day, because when you first joined the Judgment Day not too long ago, Finn Balor brought you in. There were a lot of questions about where you stood within the group. But now, ever since Liv Morgan has been gone and you and Raquel have become a tag team, it seems like you guys are getting along just perfectly. So what changed?
Weird.
Oh, funny. I'm just talking about you.
Oh, we're talking about Liv and myself?
Oh, hey, Raquel.
Hey, Raquel.
Talking about how we're such a great tag team together.
Yeah. Okay. Not starting any little rumors, are we? Bringing up the Liv situation again?
Well, you and Roxanne weren't friends, and now you are friends, and it's going great for the two of you. So I just wanted to see how that all came to be.
You're being nice.
He knows I have her back now, you know?
We've worked together for a while, so obviously a relationship is going to get built up through this time.
Mm-hmm.
But until we have those tag titles back in the clubhouse, I think it's safe to say that there's still a little bit of work that needs to be done.
Yeah, we're always working.
We're always working,
working.
but we're both willing to put in the work. And I think that's what's important here.
Yeah, I mean, Raquel, remember, it wasn't that long ago. It feels like, anyway, we were graced with an interview here on Raw Recap, live from the Judgment Day Clubhouse with you, but it was with your previous tag team partner, Liv Morgan, and there was this chemistry that existed between the two of you. Whether it's like where you see one, you see the other, and it just feels like very startlingly quickly. That same chemistry started existing with Roxanne Perez. To what do you credit this sort of instant connection?
We talked about this. Our instant connection obviously comes from us having similar backgrounds. We're both from Texas. We're both from the border of Texas. We were both raised in Hispanic households. I mean, we're pretty much cousins if you really want to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Basically. So this was kind of inevitable at the end of the day. And I think that's what really makes us such a good team.
Now, Raquel,
I've consistently proved to the Judgment Day that I have their back, regardless of whether we have championships or whether we don't. So why would they not trust me at this point?
sorry to cut you off there, Roxanne.
Oh, no, you're fine.
But I do have a question about Liv Morgan, because Raquel, I know you consistently bring her up. We see you backstage in the clubhouse, always reminding everybody about Liv Morgan. But Roxanne, I wanted to hear from you. Have you kept in touch with Liv at all, especially now that you've really assumed this role in the Judgment Day in Liv's absence?
She talks to all of us. We always have her on FaceTime. Yeah.
And she's cool
Very
with
detailed answer.
she's cool with
There's no problems here, Meg, if that's what you're trying to ask. There's no issues.
What are you trying to instigate, huh? What are
we
you
talking
Wow.
about Liv because Liv is still very much important in the Judgment Day. She's a beacon in the Judgment Day. We got to keep Liv's name alive so that you guys know that we're not forgetting about La Güerita, mi hermanita, Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
is that? Don't be trying to start nothing here. You mixing, you stir in a pot. She got a spoon in her hand.
That's surprising from you, Meg.
No, I've just been impressed by this chemistry. I mean, it
That's
was a while
Thank
ago.
you, because we are impressive. We are very
You're
impressive.
really impressive.
Thank you.
Roxanne, what was it about Dominic Mysterio that made you first say, this is a guy I need to be close with? This is a guy I need to be friends with, need to get him gifts?
All right, now you're stirring the pot.
No,
See what you did?
I was just-
Megan handed the spoon over, and now Sam's just taking a swing at it. We don't need to bring up Dominic in this situation. You guys
Why
brought
would-
us on here.
Why would you even say that?
You wanted to talk about tonight, about her match with Rhea Ripley, didn't you?
Yes.
Dom wasn't involved. Dom was not involved.
No, he wasn't involved. You were, Raquel. And I'm glad that you're here. I mean, there was, for those of us that have been following Raquel and Rhea for as long as people like some of us have been following, you guys have a very, very deep history together. To see the two of you now as kind of key members of the Monday Night Raw roster, tippity top of the division, and to have that stare down, that confrontation, to be in the ring together now, what does it feel like, especially in comparison to where you were, going back to NXT?
I mean, what can I say? It feels great to know I'm at the tippity top of every Monday Night Raw, to know that I'm the biggest and the baddest heel on Monday Night Raw. It feels really, really good. And there's one thing that'll never get old, and that's kicking Rhea's behind.
Oh.
I don't know how PG rated this show is, because I could say another word, but you know what I mean.
I do. And, we see people come up from NXT all the time. And a lot of times there's this transitional period. It's not such an easy thing always for everybody to just go, okay, I had this identity in NXT and now I'm on Monday Night Raw or I'm on SmackDown and this whole new audience is seeing me and I have to reconnect with this whole new audience. We see people sometimes taking a significant amount of time to kind of refine themselves and then have that connection. But Roxanne, it feels like you came over from NXT and instantly knew how to kind of own your space, own your moment. You knew and continue to know exactly who you are. And there's this feeling, I was thinking about it as I was watching you tonight, where it's like there is nothing in the way you move, in your eyes, in anything that feels remotely out of place, to the point that I think the audience forgets that you haven't been on the main roster all that long. How do you think you were able to make that jump so quickly and connect so quickly?
I mean, I think the difference between everyone else and me is that they're no prodigy. I'm a prodigy. I've been doing this for 10 years. I've mastered my craft, and that's exactly why the Judgment Day let me slip right in. They don't just let anyone into the Judgment Day. They're the most influential faction in WWE history, and they just let me just like that within 3 months of being on the main roster. And look at me now. I've been WWE Tag Team Champions with Raquel, and we're continuing to climb up, and we're gonna get those WWE Tag Team Championships. Excuse me. Rhea headbutted me a little too many times.
Yeah. I know she's got a head.
Yeah, she does. Big head.
I'm a massive Judgment Day fan. Nobody could accuse me of being anything else. But did you just say that the Judgment Day was the singular most influential faction in the history of?
Yeah, why are you laughing?
No,
Is that funny?
You think that's funny?
It's just a really bold.
Right now, we can.
No. I want you to say. And you're highly. I mean, the Judgment Day's success can't be overstated. But I mean, it's been a faction rich brand. The whole WWE, whether you're going back to D-Generation X, the NWO existed for a period of time in WWE. I mean, there's
and then there's Judgment Day, and we're the best.
When did any of those factions, all of the members, carry a title? When?
I mean, there have been periods, multiple periods of time where there's been significant
They're not as
gold.
good as a Judgment Day.
Did they have 5 members with 5 titles?
Exactly. 5.
Did every single member have a title of the 5 of the factions with 5 people?
I don't think so. No.
Because we did.
Wow.
Yep.
We did.
Even the Horsemen, there was 4
Yeah.
Horsemen.
Not 5.
Not 5, 4.
That's not 5.
Not 5. Not 5.
Roxanne,
Generation X. Judgment Day.
Wow.
Uncomparable. We're on another level.
Judgment
Uncomparable.
Roxanne, you have accomplished so much in your career in WWE, but also you've made such an impression since being on the main roster. And I think back to your Royal Rumble appearance. I mean, you were one of the final women standing. Then you go to Evolution as a champion. You're in the Judgment Day. You pin Io Sky. Have you had time to reflect on the year that you've had so far on the main roster? Because you've accomplished quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why I am where I am right now, is because I do live in the present, but I'm also thinking about where we're going to go next and how we're going to get our tag team championships back, how we're going to bring more gold to the Judgment Day. I'm always thinking next step, next step, next step. You can look back at all your accomplishments, and that's great, but we keep going.
That's right.
We keep going.
We look forward.
Yes.
Do you think that Megan just asked you an overly flattering question because she was upset that you called her out on when she was stirring things up?
Or because I'm impressed with what she's been able to do.
I'm just
Yeah,
asking.
because you're a
she's
hater.
impressed, and you should be impressed too.
That's right,
super.
Sam.
Don't fight over our favor right now. Don't fight for our favor, okay?
No, you're right.
Okay.
You're right. I'm super impressed. Roxanne, what was the connection with you and Finn Balor? How was that?
Oh, that's a good one.
Because he kind of introduced you to the Judgment Day.
That's
How was
true.
that? How was that connection really made?
Yeah, well, I got called up to the main roster, and everybody here knew who the Prodigy was.
Mm-hmm.
And Finn Balor, a very smart man, came up to me and said, I have a great idea. I think you would be a perfect fit in the Judgment Day. You know, the boys got back up, and Liv and Raquel only had each other, so why not bring me into the mix? And now everybody has backup.
And that's all it was to it. I mean,
That's all it was. There was nothing else.
Pie.
wow.
Nothing else said. Yeah.
Finn Balor just has an eye for talent.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really good. I mean,
Look at the faction he created, right? We're all title holders here.
I don't know.
Oh, Finn created
I
the
don't know if Finn
faction.
Balor created the Judgment Day.
Wow.
Okay, but he kept it going, right?
No, he did. He's done a great job. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to. I'm not
I
trying
mean
to.
this faction, all right? I'm not talking about,
This current.
again, we live in the present. We look forward. We're
No,
not
you're right.
looking at the past.
This is the best the Judgment Day has ever been.
How do you think there was? It seemed like there was some tension with Dominic not being able to help out JD. It seems like maybe and I'm not trying to drive a wedge here because like the Judgment Day has its ups and downs all the time. One of the things that's remarkable about this faction is the way you guys kind of recover it. Just when everybody thinks it's over, it gets even stronger. But again, you see that dissension.
Mm-hmm.
Finn Balor, where were you? Dominic says, I was here. Where were you? How do you?
Look.
Yeah.
Families fight, friends have tension. You guys fight all the time, and look at you. Why do you have a podcast together?
Yeah, we're family.
That is true. That's a good point.
Exactly. So you better stop instigating, all right?
Are you saying we're like the Judgment Day of podcasts, like the best?
Ooh.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Only if you finally agree to us being the best faction.
I think
of
you're
all
going to
time.
have to.
Come on, say
If
it.
you agree to it, maybe we'll think about
Say it.
saying you guys have a great podcast. I don't know. We'll think about it.
I mean, Roxanne. To move on to a different topic, well, would you? I mean, you're talking about the tag team championship, but you're also talking about getting pinfalls over single stars. If Adam Pearce came to you and said, "Look, we could either get you involved in finding out who's going to be the women's world champion, or we could get you involved in a match for the women's tag team championship," what are you taking?
He's really fishing.
You seriously, you're something else.
Thank you.
Look, whatever is gonna help the Judgment Day succeed is what I will do. Okay? That's all you need to know.
You could run for office.
I could.
You
Maybe
could.
one day if it helps the Judgment Day, I could be president.
You do very well. Well, listen. The fact that you have this much composure, even after everything that you've been through tonight, it really is a credit to the fact that you indeed are the prodigy. And I think that the scary thing, for lack of a better term, is that as much as we're seeing from you now, I feel like this is the tip of the iceberg.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you're barely even showing us what's there. And that I think we're going to be in store for a long and decorated career of Roxanne Perez.
Well, you are. I'll be here for a long, 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 long time. The Judgment Day.
Look at how they just get along. They're
It's
like,
great. I know.
it's fantastic. Thank you guys so much for joining us. So thank you to Roxanne Perez. I mean, she knows how to operate. She knows how to operate in these circles.
We tried.
We tried hard. And look, but I believe it. I buy into all the prodigy stuff. She is incredible. She's great.
Yeah.
She's great. And I mean, there hasn't been a spotlight too big for her yet or even close.
And she's young, too.
It's crazy. It's crazy, man. I got to tell you, Topps Chrome, who has, I'm sure, for years to come, will be highlighting moments from Roxanne Perez's career, have more to highlight coming up because Cactus Jack WWE is making its hobby debut on August 29th. People have been waiting for this. We got a little taste of it at WrestleMania, but Topps Chrome Cactus Jack WWE is officially here, and it's making its hobby debut August 29th. We've got a 100-card base set where you can find your favorite WWE superstars, past, present, future. I'm sure Roxanne Perez will be in there as well. You're going to be able to find randomly inserted autographs, chase rare inserts like Astro Knights, Festival Fury, Famed Phantoms, Rodeo Rebels. All of them are going to be randomly packed into all of these card packs. They're going to be available on Topps.com and hobby shops everywhere. This Friday, they are going to go crazy fast. So I would recommend anybody that even sniffs this hobby do everything they can to get on this Cactus Jack drop as soon as it drops on Friday. But while we talk about the women's division, and we talk to Roxanne, and we talk to her also about the women's world championship,
It's vacant
still. Stephanie Vaquer, it sounded to me like Adam Pearce has a one-on-one match in mind for the women's world championship.
This is crazy. I mean, I didn't think Adam Pearce could just. I mean, he's the general manager. I guess he can do whatever he wants.
Why couldn't?
I just sort of thought there'd be like a tournament or something. I don't know.
It's up to him. It's his show. And by the way, if you want to question Adam Pearce, he's the last one that came on this show very hot under the collar. I don't think you want to question Adam Pearce's decision to his face anyway.
No.
Behind
his back, let's do it.
That's right. That's right. Wow. That's not the only women's championship that has people talking, because while Stephanie Vaquer will not be competing in Paris, Nikki Bella will be competing in Paris. The showdown went down. Becky Lynch.
You talking about that broke neck Barbie?
Break
neck Barbie?
I wouldn't have said broke neck Barbie myself, but I know somebody that did. Of course, last week, Nikki Bella says, I'm going to call out Becky Lynch on Raw. And Becky says, picture that. And she shows up to Raw herself to get in front of it. And I mean, man, there is an art. Becky showed up to SmackDown.
It was great.
Ireland's finest, right there in Dublin. And somehow got Dublin to boo her, right? And got Dublin to boo her so hard that Birmingham in England wasn't ready to cheer her. And she was like, okay, I understand. I mean, it's just so manipulative. It's crazy. The fact that she can go in there, right? And she goes, oh, I'm not getting cheered like I thought I was getting cheered. It's like the audience, the crowd, an arena full of people to the brim. It's just a musical instrument. It's like she's very good at the flute. You know what I mean? Just knows how to play every single little note right to the exact tune that she wants to hear it. Because she goes like she wants to get them. Right? She wants to get them. She wants to earn her boos. So what does she do? She shows up and she figures out a way to get herself cheered. And they fall for it.
Every time. I can't believe this crowd falls for it after watching what happened on SmackDown.
But, I mean, wouldn't you?
I mean, it is Becky Lynch, right?
Yes.
I mean, come on.
She's got a way to do it. I don't know if it's the... I mean, you look, if there's any woman on the roster that has aura...
It's Becky.
That I could compare to Roman.
That's right.
I mean,
wow.
Becky's got aura.
I'm so happy to hear you say this because I tweeted watching Friday. I know this is Raw recap, not SmackDown recap, so we won't dive into Becky Lynch's promo. But I already, I sent you page text messages about Becky's promo on Friday.
And were you just
so excited?
Were you just sitting there looking at your text going, it's weird. I wonder why he's not responding.
He's not responding.
He's just ignoring.
Just sending essays about Becky Lynch.
It said it was red.
But I tweeted out, I said, Becky effing rules. And people in the comments said that you were gaslighting me. So I'm glad to hear that you're giving Becky the praise she deserves.
I've never not given Becky the praise that she deserves. However, you've said absurd comments on the show that I can't
any of them are absurd.
I can't let pass. Well, we'll see. I'm sure we'll get to one. But it's a dangerous topic to broach. But I mean, she gets them to cheer, and it's like, I mean, she can't help herself. It's almost like it's Pavlovian. Like the minute they're cheering, she's like, aha, but, and like stabs them in the back, completely turns on them. And they go, you got us again.
I mean, she's like 13 years ago, I had my WWE tryout here. It's like, wow, and we're so said, lucky.
Right here in Birmingham. Yeah.
And it was a dump then, and it's still a dump now.
Boo.
Speaking of dumps, Nikki Bella. So good.
Just one guy going, got him. That's right.
Oh, great.
She says, speaking of dumps, Nikki Bella, which I'm not even 100% sure how you would frame that in a sentence.
But you laughed.
But I laughed. I was like, I've never heard that insult before. And then Nikki Bella comes out, of course. Becky calls her a broke neck Barbie, but Nikki Bella stands up for herself quite well. And then ends up saying that, Becky Lynch is, she's a C word, a coward.
I thought she was going to say another C word.
Well, yeah, and Becky said that's way worse than the one that I was thinking of.
Well, because actually in the UK, I don't think that C word is as bad as it is in the States.
Talking about coward. I don't know what word you're talking about.
Well, I don't think that Becky Lynch, I don't think calling her a coward is quite fair if we really want to look at it.
Hit me with I'm sure you've thought this out.
I have. I mean, she's the Intercontinental Champion, and
Those two are not exclusive.
She's defended this title probably, I mean, the last Intercontinental champion that defended the title the way Becky Lynch has, if I really had to rack my brain about it, I would say it's probably Macho Man Randy Savage.
Okay, you're going back to like 1987.
I don't think
88.
anybody has ever defended it.
You don't think? Have you done the research, or is this just your gut?
I mean, this is my gut.
Okay.
But if you really want me to dive in, I can come back with numbers.
No, I don't, because you will come back with numbers, and it'll be infuriating. You'll twist the numbers. You'll twist the numbers to match whatever strange narrative that you have.
She's not a coward. I mean, do cowards write best-selling books?
I mean, yeah, there have been cowards that write best-selling books. Sure. I mean, you can't.
Do cowards make history in main event WrestleMania?
There are less cowards that have main evented WrestleMania and made history. But like writing, yeah, I mean, don't you think that a lot of authors were probably like avoiding getting beaten up in school a lot? Like, there are probably a lot of cowards.
Bestsellers, though?
I think so.
Bestsellers.
I think there are a lot of bestsellers that have been cowards. Not all. Mick Foley's a bestseller. He's not a coward.
Not
But-
a coward at all.
No.
The opposite of a coward.
He's the man.
That's right.
But I think there are
He's
definitely.
also the man.
I shouldn't.
I got
I should have
technical,
used a different
you know.
term. Yeah, I'm going to give you that one because I should have
mean-
used a different term. That was very good. But no, there aren't as many cowards as have main evented.
I mean, do cowards have hot husbands? And Becky's not the only one saying that she has a hot husband. Megan in the control room is also saying that Becky has a hot husband.
When?
She said it. She texted us it. We have it in writing.
Well, I don't need to hear that from
Not me,
Megan.
Megan. Megan in the control
In the
room.
control, you wouldn't be so blatant.
No, I mean, listen,
Well, you haven't. You have you're a journalist. You can't
No,
say that
I
type
can't-
of stuff. You
yeah.
can't say that type of stuff. I wish Megan in the control room would stick to the control. I'm not worried about hotness of anybody's husband.
Anyways, calling Becky a coward is just preposterous.
Okay, you found that to be preposterous.
You struggling with that word? a
Yeah, I
little
did.
bit?
I did. I forgot where the. Well, it doesn't matter. Well, Nikki laid out Becky Lynch, took the title, held it in front of her face, and laid her out. We're getting to Nikki Bella now versus Becky Lynch. Were you shocked that Nikki Bella was able to remain so dominant over Becky?
I was.
You were.
Yeah.
You did not see that coming.
No, I didn't.
Do you think that Becky Lynch may not realize the level to which, you're talking about Nikki Bella, the longest reigning Divas champion. You're talking about Nikki Bella, who's a Hall of Famer. You're talking about Nikki Bella, who's, I mean, she's like she said, I mean, she laid the blueprint for a lot of this.
She did, and everything you're saying about her is absolutely right. And I think a lot of people have maybe looked at Nikki Bella and said, okay, yeah, you did that, but that was then, this is now. And Nikki Bella.
What do you mean a lot of people? Who's a lot of people that have said? I mean, I heard Becky say that, but that's one.
I mean, even Nikki Bella, when she came on this show, talking about how difficult it has been to come back, right?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that Becky Lynch bringing up previous relationships, that's probably that shock of cold water that you need to get right back into the throw of things.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes people just need a reason to want to beat somebody up. And I do think that Becky Lynch has given Nikki Bella that reason.
Oh, without question.
Right.
But I think that's the version of Nikki Bella that Becky Lynch wants.
Her best.
Yes.
Wow. Which would make it preposterous to say that Becky Lynch is a coward, because a coward wouldn't want that.
That's what I'm saying about Nikki. I mean, now you just convinced yourself into agreeing with me.
It's an if-then statement. If you're correct about Becky wanting Nikki to be at her best, then Becky is not a coward.
Bingo.
If then.
Bingo.
But you would still have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Becky wants Nikki at her best. If you could prove that, then it would in turn prove that Becky's not a coward. To be completely fair.
The Becky I know, she wants everybody to be at their best.
The Becky you know.
Yeah, that's the Becky I know. Come
Okay,
on.
I didn't realize you were so fact-based.
Duh.
Yeah,
That's what I do here. I'm a journalist.
Duh.
I'm a Medill School of Journalism.
Hello, Roberts.
Fact based.
No, I know you are. I know. Hey, look, it's an impressive school you went to. So
Right.
They don't just let any nutnik in there.
They didn't let you in.
No, certainly not. Certainly not. And I applied. They rejected me.
That's right.
That's right.
As they should have.
So, taking liberties now. So, speaking of Intercontinental champions, we also.
Speaking of cowards, oh my god.
Why would you? I was so good to you in the whole
Wow.
Becky segment.
Yeah, you backed me up.
I was so
but
fair.
I was just putting over Becky on how she defends this Intercontinental Championship. Dominic has a match to defend his Intercontinental Championship against AJ, and he's like, "Oh, I don't want to."
Becky was challenged to defend the title tonight, and she said, no, not till Sunday.
Yeah, because the people in Birmingham suck.
They do?
That's according to Becky.
And you
listen,
believe that?
I've never been there, so I'm going to take her word for it.
Because she's fairly trustworthy.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least accurate about a lot of stuff.
That's right.
New York Times best-selling author? Wow. No, I mean, Dominic's defending the title. But by the way, Dominic was just in a championship match for the AAA Mega Championship. He's wrestling all over the place. And yeah, I'm excited to see AJ Styles versus Dominic Mysterio. But let me ask you this. If Dominic Mysterio beats AJ Styles next week, I think he might have something to say to Finn Balor. Go like, hey, bro, look who I just beat.
That's
I
a
just
good
beat AJ
point.
Styles. And by the way, Dominic's already beaten AJ Styles before. If we could really break this down, people like to talk about, like, you know, who's in the right and who's in the wrong here. Dominic already beat AJ Styles. Like that, like the idea of like, we have to figure out the only reason, like AJ Styles, this is just facts now. Same way we had facts for Becky Lynch. And a lot of your facts are right. And that's why I can't fight a lot of them. But like realistically, when you break down what's gone on with Dominic and AJ Styles, you could make an argument that Dominic was avoiding AJ Styles before.
Yes, you could.
Regardless, they got to SummerSlam. Dominic beat AJ Styles, and AJ was the one being sneaky.
And then AJ was sneaky again at Triple Mania. And then AJ was sneaky again tonight on Raw.
So it's like AJ has been stalking Dominic because he's mad that he lost.
Are you a little jealous that he's stalking him? Come on.
I could stalk Dominic if I wanted to. AJ is mad that Dominic outsmarted him at the game that AJ decided to play. AJ's the one who put flames on his tights. AJ's the one who put a Styles Heat shirt on. AJ's the one who drove a lowrider to the ring. And then Dominic beats him with an Eddie trick to go like, bro, what are you even doing? Right? To me, it's like, not only did I beat you in the Intercontinental title match, I outsmarted you. And since then, AJ won't let it go and is now stalking Dominic Mysterio. And this Adam Pearce goes, I know what we're going to do, reward AJ Styles. And I go, what is this, the Twilight Zone? Is this Henry Bemis and his glasses are broken now? He's finally got time to read? What are we doing? Did I take cuckoo pills?
Wow, we are both kind of on the same page. I agree with you on Dominic. You agreed with me on Becky, and we both are criticizing Adam Pearce.
Well, you know, I'll tell you this. You probably, if you had put money on that, you would have won a lot.
Ooh.
Because the odds are not great that happened. And we just, especially after that Roxanne interview, that got tense between us.
Mm-hmm.
But we still end up on the same page.
I love it.
All right? That's why sometimes you got to put the smart money on what you want to happen. And look, the Fanatics NFL Survivor Pool is live now in the Fanatics app. Megan, they're calling your name.
I know. I had a college football teaser in this weekend.
The rules, of course you did. The rules are simple. You join the pool. You pick one NFL team to win each week. If your pick wins, you move on. If they lose, you're out. The last fans standing win it all. Here are the prize details, okay? The pot starts at $1 million, but it's already growing. For every player that joins the pool, Fanatics is adding $1 to the pot, up to $10 million. That's a guaranteed cash prize of over $1 million. The more people that play, the bigger the prize is. So share and get your friends to join. Download the Fanatics app, join the NFL Survivor Pool, and get your pick in before September 8th. Last fans standing. Win it all. I'll see you on the leaderboard. Very exciting times. Very, very exciting times.
It really is. It's that time of the year when you think you're down and out, and you turn on your TV, and you can always bet on Hawaii.
We're back, baby.
Let's go.
Well, listen. We've got so much going on. Of course, Clash in Paris coming up on Sunday. Here's the plan right now. You and I will be recapping Clash in Paris right after it happens on Sunday, which I cannot wait because every single match on that show has serious ramifications. I'm sure there'll be a lot to talk about, but we're also going to get together and have a chat before Clash in Paris so we can break down this monster card. Make sure that you're subscribed to WWE Raw Recap across all audio platforms. That's Apple, Spotify, everywhere you get podcasts, and of course on the WWE's YouTube channel. Hit like, leave comments. Megan, What a show.
It was a blast.
It was a blast. We will see you very soon, as there is always more to recap here on Raw Recap. We'll see you guys later.